You call yourself a man? You know you're a lying, low-life, motherfucking gambling degenerate prick. You know that's what you are?
Well, hello, you degenerate fucks, and welcome to The Degenerate Gambler. It is Thursday, the 5th of October. We're just here with Thursday's look at the upcoming fixtures. I also did a bet for the Europa League tonight. I posted it already. I've done, I think it's 9 short price favourites. Felt like a lot of the games that were around even money weren't the best as far as, you know, having a good chance to win. So I just went with a lot of favourites. No doubt at least one of them will let me down because that's just the way it fucking goes. But anyway, what else are you going to do? My bet for the weekend is a lot of short prices in that too, because there's not that much to choose from because it's the FA Cup first round. So there is no League 1 and League 2. There's only the Premier League and the Championship, and then obviously all the other European, Scottish, whatever. But I've actually followed suit with last week and done 5 teams to win and 5 games to be over 2.5. So let's just crack on with that. So I'll say first game is Nottingham Forest at home to Wycombe, and they are 8-13, which is 1.62. I do fancy Nottingham Forest. They've had some decent results. They're a bit patchy. I mean, I think at the weekend or during the week, they won 2-1 late on, if I'm not mistaken. But as I say, they are at home to Wycombe, who again have had some better results, but Forest under Chris Hughton are going to be a decent side. So they won 2-1 at home to Coventry in their last game, Nottingham Forest, and it was at home too. I think it was a very late winner they scored. 90 plus 6 winner. So that's the first one. That's 8-13, which is 1.62. Next, I went for Watford at home to Coventry. Watford have good home form, in fact the best home form in the league. Coventry have the worst away record, and that is 4-6, which is 1.67. I mean, if form's anything to go by, which we all know it's not, but how else are you going to pick a bet? This is nailed on, but we'll see. Next I went for an FA Cup game, which is Salford versus Hartlepool, and that's a team who's sort of doing half decent in League 2, which is Salford, against a team from the league below in the conference or the National League. Salford have a pretty good home record. Watford or Hartlepool actually have a very good away record, but I think stepping up against the team of Salford's quality be a bit much for them. Next, I have Exeter versus FC Fylde. Exeter from, what are Exeter, League 1 or League 2? But Fylde are actually in the National League North. So, I mean, that Exeter's League 2, and they're sitting 4th, and then Fylde are doing well in the National League North, I think, but that's 2 leagues below. They're actually top of it, but that's 2 leagues below. And at 8-15, which is 1.53, I think that's a great price. Not a brilliant price overall, but just for that game. Oh, sorry, I didn't say the Salford price was 8-15 as well, which again is 1.53. Yeah, so not major prices with major gambles, but home team at a decent price, I think it's worth a gamble. Next and final is Notts County, who are only coming back from a coronavirus break. They are away to Aldershot, and they're 10-11, which is 1.91. Now this could go either way, because obviously they've been off for 2 weeks. They haven't had any games, so they could be rusty. But they've played 5 games and they've got 9 points. Aldershot have played 5 games. They've got 4 points. They're actually in the relegation zone. Yeah, and played 2 away games and win 1. Win 1-0, they beat the other one 1-0. Games against each other. Well, last year Aldershot beat them, but again, I think Notts County are going to do well this season. If maybe after this, but with the 2-week break is probably why they're such a big price, because who actually knows how they're going to come back, So, but yeah, that's one bet. I think I looked at that. It was 11-1. So you put a tenner on that, you'll get back 120, which is not bad. I mean, it's 5 selections. You'd expect win a bit more for 5 selections, but as I say, Notts County is the only team that are around about evens. 8-13, 4-6, 8-15, 8-15. They're not great prices, but decent prices for what they are. For a home team who's in form, say like Watford, to beat Coventry 4-6, I think 1.67 is a great price. So I think all of them are pretty good. Anyway, moving on to over 2.5 goals. So in that I have went for West Ham, and they play Fulham. And over 2.5 is 4-5. That's the 8 o'clock game on Saturday. So West Ham has been scoring and conceding most of the season. Fulham in their last few games have done a bit better. But like in the last 5 games, West Ham have scored 12 and they've conceded 6. Fulham scored 4, conceded 7 in the last 5. But yeah, I mean, look, Fulham's last couple of games, that's the worry. Is Fulham going to score? I don't know if West Ham will beat them 3-0. I was thinking maybe it'd be like a 2-1 West Ham maybe. So Fulham beat West Brom 2-0. They lost 2-1 to Palace. They drew 1 each with Sheffield United, and then they lost 1-0, lost 3-0. But in the last 3 they've scored a goal. They scored 2 goals obviously against West Brom. So yeah, as I say, that's 4-5, which is 1.8. Next is an FA Cup game, which is 2 teams that are in the same league, I think, aren't they? Which is Charlton and Plymouth. Yeah, they're both in League One, isn't that right? Yeah. Both score goals. Plymouth are 8th in League One, and Charlton are 3rd. I know it's not a League One game, but just going on that, Charlton scored 14, conceded 7. Plymouth scored 17, conceded 13. And it's FA Cup, so they'll probably make changes, which means sometimes more defensive errors, teams not used to playing each other. So, next, I'll go to another FA Cup game, which is Bolton and Crewe. Bolton League below Crewe, but they're at home. In the previous games amongst them, the last 3 were 3-2, 2-1 and 2 each. Then a 1 each and a 2-1. That goes back as far as like 2012 or something. Actually, the last game they were 2-1 in 2001. But earlier this year in August or something, must have been the end of the season, Bolton were beaten 3-2 by Crewe. So that was this season in the EFL. So there you go, precedent. Another FA Cup game is Hull versus Fleetwood. Again, 2 teams in the same league, 2 teams scoring goals. 2 teams, especially Hull, I think will make some changes because they're going well in the league. Fleetwood going well as well. I mean, they're 10th, but I mean Hull are 5th with a game in hand, where they could be 1 point behind Peterborough at the top. And in their 10 games, scored 16, conceded 9. So Fleetwood scored 15, conceded 11. And the price of that one is 6-5. sorry, no, did I don't know if I give the other prices out. Sorry, I'm going to go back. Charlton versus Plymouth, the price was 6-5, which is 2.2. Bolton versus Crewe, the price was 12-11, which is 2.09. And then Hull Fleetwood was 9-10, which is 1.9. Yeah, I didn't think I'd give any of those out. Too busy talking shit. Last one is Lincoln versus Forest Green. Again, another FA Cup game. Yeah. Again, two teams in the same. No, well, Lincoln's a league above, but teams that score goals and teams in form. So that one at 9-10, I think, offers good value, and hopefully will be correct. So there you have it. That's 10. That's 5 overs and 5 to win. I'm probably going to put £10 on the 5 to win because it's only 11 to 1. The other one will be bigger than that. I'm not sure exactly what that one is, but I would say it'll be somewhere region of 20 to 1. So probably only put a fiver on that. 20 something to 1 maybe. So move on to the NAP. Now, again, I'm going to go with one from each because it's probably just the most safe way to do it. Although it hasn't been great since the first week. But you know, let's say the results haven't been great. So the NAP first one is Watford. They're home to Coventry. They say they had the best home record in the league, and Coventry have the worst or 22nd worst away record, and they're 21st in the league overall. So again, as I said earlier on, the form would show that this is a banker, but sure, who knows. And the second one is West Ham and Fulham over 2.5. Just I don't know. I see Fulham getting better, going for it more. They've started to score some points and started to score some goals. West Ham have some good players up front, and can score goals as well, especially at home. And I say that to me. So the two of them together, which is 4-6 and 4-5, it's only going to be around 2-1, I think. It's not gonna blow or break the bank like it isn't. But just going back quickly, I've got the odds for the overs bet, which is Nottingham Forest, Watford, Salford, Exeter, Notts County is so that's 11 to 1. The other one, West Ham, Charlton, Plymouth, Bolton, Hull, Lincoln, all the overs is 28 to 1. So that's if we put a fiver on that, that's going to get you 140 or something, around about 140. And then the NAP is 2 to 1, 2 to 1 exactly, 4-5, 4-6, 2 to 1. So yeah, reasonable. Anyway, move on to Sunday. And Sunday, I'm just going to throw out a few, and there's probably a few more, but these are just ones that jumped out at me. So Arsenal are 4-6, and they are at home. They are at home to Villa. And that's the late game, 7:15. Napoli play, I think, away from home. Yeah, they're away to Bologna. They are 4-6 as well. It's 1.67. AC Milan are away to Genoa. They're 4-6 as well. 1.67. Real Madrid are 4-6. They play away to Valencia, who haven't been great. Real Sociedad are 7-10. At home to Granada, Granted, decent side as well. Like, that is a bit dodgy, but not a bad price. And then one that jumped out at me again, but I don't know, and I don't know what's like betting in this league, and I don't know what's going to happen with their COVID thing. But is Ajax? Ajax are actually 4-7, which is a decent price to get Ajax at any time, especially in the league. But the price is probably reflective of the fact that they have a lot of players out with COVID. But if you looked at during the week, they had a lot of players out too, and a lot of players that they said weren't. Like they said, Tadic and stuff, and he played in the 1-2-1. So I think that one will be one you maybe leave till the day and see if you can find out some information about the prices and stuff and what players are missing. So anyway, move on to today's topic, which is my amount of bets placed and won, my current balance. So I'm going to go through it week by week. I'm not going to give the actual day. I'm just going to say week 1, because that's basically, I'll do it from sort of Friday to Friday type of thing, or Saturday to Saturday probably. So week 1, I staked £35 and I won 45, which was a correct score. I did on a Real Madrid match where they won 2-1 or 3-1, I think it was. So I was basically up a tenner. But anyway, week 2, I staked another 35. I won nothing. Week 3, staked 40, and I won 0. On week 4, I staked 55, and I won 70. So that's 80. That's 115 in winnings, and 100, nearly 200 in lost. Week 5, I staked £45, and won nothing. In week 6, I staked £53 and won nothing. In week 7, I staked £40, won nothing. Week 8, 48, nothing. Week 9, 50, and week 10, 50, won nothing on those, which is a total stake of £448 and winnings of £115. So that leaves a grand total of minus £333. So that's what I'm down. So I need a decent win to get back on track. But I mean, when you take that out, 333 divided by 10 weeks is £33 a week. That's not that bad. You know, I know people do that in one bet, never mind in 1 week. So, but the problem is, like I said before, by this time last year, I had won probably 2 bets. So the fact that I'm 10 weeks in and I've got 2 bets up, but them 2 bets mainly equate to 1, which is sort of £115. But say in the last couple of years, I've had two, maybe more, and decent bets. You know, 150, 170, 200. Which when I'm doing the counting, I've done this before. Sort of worked out weekly and worked out, you know, overall what I'm up and down exactly. When you're seeing that your plus column, your win column, is more than your loss, you know, it kind of gives you a bit of confidence you're doing the right thing. So obviously when it's down like this, you know, you do maybe start second guessing yourself. But anyway, you plough on. What else can you do? As I say, I have a bet tonight. I haven't calculated this week's figures because obviously the week's not over yet, but I think this week it's around about again another 40, 45, 50 pound. 30, 40 pound at the weekend, and then a tenner during the week. So as I say, it's not ideal, but it's not beyond the realms of possibility that I'll overtake that maybe in the next couple of weeks if I can get 1 or 2 bets up. You know, if I was to get a bet up tonight, I think my bet pays 140. That's going to cut that 330 almost in half. You know, so again, and then you've got Friday and then Saturday and whatever. So as I say, not the end of the world, but not great. So let's just hope for some better luck and some better results. So again, that just leaves me to say, if you're going to do some bets, good luck and happy punting.
Here, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, thanks. Let me find out you fucked up. I'll leave you wherever I find you.